It's been a really long time since I uploaded anything on this channel. There's been quite a few reasons as to why, which I will go into another time, but today I couldn't not talk about what I read this morning, unfortunately. If you're watching this video, it's probably because you've got some sort of interest in chronic illness or EDS or POTS or gastroparesis or the like. And on the 1st of April, Amy Lee Fisher passed away. She was an extremely vocal presence within the EDS community, especially on YouTube. She suffered with a lot of the other comorbidities that come alongside EDS, such as POTS and gastroparesis, amongst a lot of other issues. And she was 24 and she passed away. So as most of you know, I was diagnosed with EDS in 2017 and Amy started uploading videos roughly around that time, maybe a little bit afterwards. So EDS was a very new and very scary thing for me personally. And I felt very alone in that diagnosis period of time. And it was a reassurance almost to see that someone my age was going through the same sort of thing. And even though it was horrific and awful, she always did it with dignity, and she had other people at the centre of everything she did. She raised so much awareness for EDS, which is so important. It's honestly like devastated me, to be honest. Amy and I actually went to the same hospital at one point. We were probably being seen by the same specialist team in regards to gastric issues. And I felt like my life was on a parallel with her. I was able to relate to her symptoms, her battle with food, her battle with pain, her battle with mobility. I shared a lot of mutual friends with Amy, myself. Obviously being in a chronic illness community, there is a lot of sense of togetherness. Whether someone has a chronic illness or not, everybody has a finite amount of time on this earth, and some people have a lot less than they deserve. And it's so important what you do with your time on earth. She advocated from the beginning of her battle to the end of her battle, and she was an inspiration to so many people. And that's why it feels like such a loss. I personally see a lot of people with EDS passing away, and it never gets easier seeing people going through the same thing as you passing away from an illness that could potentially do the same thing to you, and it just feels really close to home. Amy showed a lot of sides of chronic illness that films don't perpetuate or the media don't romanticize. You know, the up all night being sick, the effect that it can have on your relationships with family and friends, the effect it has on living a normal life, being able to work, being able to buy your own home, being able to have a family. It's very difficult, especially as a young person. For me, when I got sick, it was a humbling experience in the sense that I tried to live my life to the fullest because I just don't know what the next step is. I don't know what's coming around the corner. I don't know if I'm going to be good in 5 years' time. I've learned to forgive easier and to say sorry quicker. This can't keep happening. Young people can't keep dying from an illness. I have hope that maybe sometime in the future, maybe not in my lifetime, they will find a cure. A lot of people have died this year, not just because of EDS. Obviously, we're living in a global pandemic, which is particularly difficult for someone with a chronic illness, not even just on their actual health, but on their mental health as well, not being able to see people, shielded. It's a very isolating thing to go through. So I hope that I can come back. I can continue somewhat what Amy was doing, talking about EDS. It's still a problem. It's not gone away, even if I did go away. It's still an illness that needs a cure. My heart goes out to Amy's family, to her partner, to her friends, to the mutual friends we shared, to people living with this illness every day, battling it. I hope one day we can find a cure and we can save other people's lives that die unnecessarily. I know this isn't the happiest way to return. It had such a moving effect on me this morning. She had such an impact on me and our community, the mutual friends we shared. I hope that you're keeping safe and well, especially in this pandemic. And I'll hopefully see you much sooner than last time. Take care, guys.